kindergartners, we're going to be working on lesson 10-4. It's on page 585. Go ahead and get to that page and then we'll get started. And you can play it to get started. All right, 13 students wait for the train. There are only 10 seats in each car. How many students will have to ride in the second car? Now again, they switched these. They flipped these. Boop. See how they flipped them? They start with a 13. That's okay. You can start with a 13 as long as you have the parts over here. 13 equals, and then the two parts. So it says they have 13, and we in each of the cars can fit 10 kids. So let's put 10 kids in here. There's 10 kids. In one car. So they're in one. Now we still have 3 more kids, and they're gonna have to go in the next car. So how many could go in the first car? 10. And then we have some extra, 3. So 13 equals 10 plus 3. So we have a 10 and then some more ones, some extra ones. And we're going to be breaking apart 11, 12, and 13 today. All right, we're going to be drawing our counters in our 10 frames and breaking apart these numbers. So they already drew the counters for us. How many counters did they put in this 10 frame? 10. And how many extra ones are there? 1. There's 1 extra one. There's a 10 and 1 extra. 10 plus 1. Let's try it over here. We're getting to 13. Let's put 13 counters into our 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How many do we have here? 10, a 10. And how many ones do we have extra? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 extra, 3 extra. So 13 equals 10 plus 3. If you need to pause it, you can always pause it before we go to the next question. This one we're trying to get to 12. Let's fill in our 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many do we have in this 10 frame? 10. And how many extra ones do we have? 1, 2. 2. So 12 equals 10 plus 2. If you need to pause it, you can. We're going to go to number 4. We're trying to get to 11. Let's fill in our counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 equals 10 plus 1. That we have 10 and 1 extra. 10 and 1 extra. All right, let's try our independent practice. This page means you're doing it by yourself. For number 5, you're getting to 12. Draw the counters, write how you break it apart. Then we're getting to 13. Draw the counters, write how you break it apart. Then number 7, I want you to get to 11. All right, 11. And there are 2 ways that we could write this equation. We could write it where it starts with 11, or we could write it how it ends with 11. So both of these are going to be the same, but it's just flipped. It's the same thing, we just flipped it. So we're trying to get to 11. I want you to write it where it starts with 11, 11 equals, and then I want you to write it where it ends with 11. What plus what equals 11? Draw the counters, write the numbers. This is the only page that you need to post onto Seesaw.